Call the meeting to order. No one is excused. I think everyone is here, unless I'm missing something. Is there anyone in the gallery, anybody online or in council chambers?
We have 4 people viewing online.
Okay.
There's nobody in council chambers.
You're all by yourself, Kevin?
Yeah. Well, no, I got 2 wingers here.
Okay, good. All right. The minutes from July the 9th were circulated. Were there any errors or omissions? And if not, I would be open for a motion to accept as circulated. Yubi moves. Are there any discussion points? Seeing none, all in favor? Those are passed. Is there anything for post agenda? Seeing none, can we have the adoption of the agenda, please? Lionel moves. All in favor? So that is the agenda. We have 3 development permits, rather all straightforward, I think. Maybe that was going to be the kiss of death, but anyway, it looks fairly straightforward. And Maria, if you could take the first one. Shanley, okay, good. Sorry.
Development permit 2020026 is for the installation of a roof-mounted solar panel on an existing shop. The applicant is installing a 12-kilowatt system. The system will be used to service the farmstead. There was no issues or concerns from staff. There was no response from adjacent landowners. It was circulated to IDP, and they recommend approval, and we're recommending approval with conditions.
Okay, is there any discussion? Any questions? Callie?
My question is, do you think when we rework the land use bylaw that installation of solar panels, especially in residential areas, might be or might be an approved use? Channelie question. Yeah, thank you.
I think it's our intention.
Okay.
Yes, we do plan.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anything?
Yeah, just go ahead, Callie.
I'd be willing to make a motion.
Okay, Callie moves. Any further discussion? All in favor? Okay, that permit is passed. Going on to the second one, Shanley.
020029 is to provide approval for the operation of a market garden. The applicant has a temporary tent on the parcel, which is used to store tools and garden equipment, and is putting on a greenhouse. These buildings are agricultural buildings and do not require a development permit. The applicant has received approval from Alberta Transportation for the buildings as well as the operation of the garden. The garden is going to operate from August to October. She's expecting 8 to 10 customers per day, and she's going to install a sign, which should be included in your package. There was no issues from staff, and there was no response from adjacent landowners, and we're recommending approval with conditions.
Okay, thank you. Questions, anyone?
Right, did you say me? My question was the August 15th. I'm just curious why they would push that back to the 15th and not earlier.
I actually don't have an answer for that. I asked her when she wanted to already. We can remove those.
Well, I mean, it's what she wants. I just thought that maybe there was a reason that she was, or the applicant was picking that time. I took on a year like this, and there's stuff that's going to be sold well before August 15th. So I just wanted to make it as conducive for somebody in that that's in that business as possible to be successful. So, and I don't want to arbitrarily pick a date for them, but I just think that it's important that they, if it's August 15th, that if there was a reason why. That's all I wanted to know.
Hubie?
I think she got started late this year because she went to Hong Kong for the winter. So she kind of got back late because of COVID, and I think she started things quite late, so that's probably why things are.
Okay, I've got Anne Marie and then Lionel.
Oh, I'm willing to make the motion to approve, but without the date. There is no reason to put a date there. Whether she started early or late doesn't matter to us.
Okay. As of today, then, are you saying? Yeah, I think you should probably have a date. If he doesn't want to open, that's fine.
Great.
Clarence.
Okay, Shannon Lee has the answer.
Yes, Shonley.
I have not listed in the conditions the dates of operation, so
Okay.
if you wanted to make the motion to approve as is, there is no dates in the conditions.
Okay. Just because it's in the comment remarks, it doesn't matter? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Is that okay with everyone, Anne Marie?
Yes, because even October 15, if you have Brussels sprouts or kale, it could be later than October 15 too. So I'm glad we leave dates out.
Good. Lionel, you had a question?
My comment was the same as Anne Marie's. There shouldn't be any date. That's just.
Okay. Kelly?
I just wanted to point out that the conditions on my info include the date of August 13th. So that just needs to be cleared out of there from on the conversation.
And where do you see that?
Under conditions of development approval, this approval.
It was effective as of August 13th. You're right. Okay.
Thank you.
21 day that people can appeal this.
Right. So that has to stay in. Shanley.
That's correct, Clarence. That date has to stay in because we have to have the 21-day appeal period. But it will be open for her, like for following years, where she won't have dates of operation.
Right. Okay. Lionel?
With that, I'd be willing to make the motion to accept this.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there any further discussion? All in favor? That is passed. We'll move on to the last development permit. Go ahead, Shanley.
Development permit 2020030 is to install a manufactured home 2 with an attached deck as a second dwelling on the site. The applicant is not requesting any variances. The applicant has submitted photos of the manufactured home. We're recommending the minimum security deposit of $5,000. The applicants are requesting a holding tank to service the manufactured home, as it's their intention to only keep the home on the parcel for approximately 3 years. There was no issues or concerns from staff. There was no response from adjacent landowners, and we're recommending approval with conditions.
Okay, thank you. Any questions from Planning Commission? Seeing none, I would call for a motion, please. Molly moves. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call the question. All in favor? That is passed. We have no post-agenda items that I know of. Thing in camera. Questions at all? Yes, Anne-Marie.
I was wondering about the head gates. Is there any updates on the head gates project?
Hello?
Who wants to answer that? Jeff?
Hello? Can everybody
I can
hear
hear
me?
you.
You can hear
I
me?
can hear you.
Yes, minor updates on the North Head Gate. So we do have a tender advertised. We had a pre-construction meeting with qualified contractors last Thursday, I believe. I believe we had 7 contractors on site to have a look at the road construction. Still working with the landowners, actually meeting one of the landowners out there tomorrow morning to discuss some of the structures that need to be relocated. Prior to a contract being awarded, we did advertise for the local improvements. My dates may be slightly off, but I believe it was around the 8th of July that advertisement was sent. So the appeal period will close 30 days following that. I don't know off the top of my head the day the tender closes, but it is the first week of August there somewhere. I believe it's the 4th. So hopefully, we should have a firm tendered price. We should be able to make an award. We have utility owners on standby, gas co-ops, Fortis. As soon as we get some firm pricing and we ensure that the local improvement isn't petitioned against, that we can get them going. And we really hope that in the months of August and September, we can get the utilities relocated, that being the gas and the Fortis. That's kind of the critical path right now. There are some Fortis poles along an alignment that would fall within the new road right of way. So our goal is to get the utilities relocated here late summer, and the successful contractor will have the opportunity to get in and on site in September if they so choose. We decided to put the substantial completion date. We had really hoped to have the substantial completion date take place here in 2020. However, with the COVID and the pandemic and everything else, we've had just some timeline problems and lining things up. So we did extend it to, I believe it's July 15th, 2021 for a contractor to obtain their substantial completion on that project. So we thought that would be kind of good timelines to allow the facility owner or the utility owners to get in there hopefully this year. And even if a contractor moved in first thing in the spring, they would have some time to, plenty of time to get all that work done by midsummer and not delay it. So that's where that stands at right now. I think I've touched on pretty much everything, but I can answer any other questions that anybody may have.
Okay, I see Ellen's hand up.
Yeah, Jeff, are we just talking the road construction, or is there additional construction in the
Mainly the main bulk of the construction will be the dirt work and the road construction. We also have some construction to do with berming and swales and the drainage network within the Headgates development to satisfy the conditions of our Water Act approval, which has been received, and we're good to go on constructing it as it was submitted. So the main construction will be the roads and the drainage swales. There's some incidentals that come along with that. Surface irrigation to every lot, we need to make sure that's accommodated. There's some fencing, but no deep utility infrastructure from the county, being water or sewer, and no underground storm pipe either. It'll all be open ditches with culvert access into parcels.
Yes, go ahead. Ellen?
No, that was a thank you wave.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are there any further questions on that topic? So the update, Jeff? Are there any other questions? Seeing none, I will adjourn the meeting. Thank you very much, everyone.